We have to talk about none other than the Kardashians, the Kardashians. I thought they were gone too. Actually, can we cancel the Kardashians finally? Like the Sex and the City reboot, let's leave these women behind as well. Okay, let's leave them behind in the early 2000s where we found them. But Kylie Jenner, she's going viral for this birthday post. She's turning 28, okay? She's a young woman, she's vibrant, she's a successful entrepreneur, but she's going viral for these pictures because she does not look like a 28-year-old. I'm here to tell you, a 27 going on 28-year-old does not look like this, and it's because Kylie Jenner has been under the knife 1,000 times, okay? She has been nipped and tucked and flipped and fucked for 1,000,000 years since she was about 15 years old, okay? That's who Kylie Jenner is, and excuse my French, y'all know I don't like to curse on this show, but it's the truth. Kylie Jenner is aging herself, and I've had so many young women write me to say, can you talk about this? We don't look like this. We're 35, we're 40, and we look younger than Kylie Jenner. And I think it's sort of this like snake eating its own tail, sort of reverse system where the more you go under the knife, the more plastic surgery you have to look younger and to look more youthful actually ages you. Okay, she got these massive breasts. She has filler. She's probably, in my opinion, had some work done on her face, whether it's the nose, it's injections, it's this, it's that, it's the Brazilian butt lift, it's the BBL. Once you start having all of these procedures, you're going to age yourself. You go back and you look at 28-year-olds in the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, they look like babies. Kylie Jenner, she is aging herself with all of this plastic surgery. And so let this be a sign to all the young women who follow and look up to Kylie Jenner because she's got hundreds of millions of followers. You might say, okay, I want to go get my lips done and my breasts done and my ass done and this. You're going to age yourself. And I tell all of my friends, enjoy being young. I'm young right now. I don't want to change. I want to enjoy being young and looking the way I look. And then you age over time and you get to the next station. But Kylie Jenner, so many women online are discussing this right now. This does not look like a 27-year-old turning 28-year-old, okay? She looks very, very, very old for her age. And the ironic situation is that she's paid probably hundreds of thousands of dollars to look younger and more youthful, and all she's done is age herself. Now, speaking of body dysmorphia and the Kardashians, we have to talk about Kim Kardashian's new product she's selling through her brand Skims, okay? Kim Kardashian, this is what the Kardashians do, okay? They give millions of women body dysmorphia and they tell them they should feel insecure about their shape, about their face, about their nose, about their buttocks, and then they try and sell them products to say, hey, if you buy our product, if you buy our makeup, your lips might look like ours, you buy our shapewear, you might look like us, your butt might look like us. Well, Kim Kardashian is now selling this Hannibal Lecter style face wrap, okay? She's selling this face wrap. Let me read you a little bit about this face wrap. So it retails for $48. $48 in this economy. It comes in two skin tones, clay and cocoa. You know they sat around. She probably paid her consultants $1 million. Like, should we call it clay? Should we call it cocoa? What the hell are those names? Okay. What happened to white and black? Okay. Now let me tell you about this. Fashioned from polyamide and elastane and supposedly infused with collagen yarns for ultra soft jaw support, the wrap is secured with Velcro at the top of the head and the nape of the neck, making it, at least in theory, suitable for everyday wear. It just snatches your little chinny chin chin, Kim Kardashian said of the product. Now it did sell out in hours, okay? It sold out in hours, but Anthony Hopkins did troll the product and we have a clip of that. I want to take a look at it.
Hello, Kim. I'm already feeling 10 years younger. Goodbye.
Okay, when Hannibal Lecter is endorsing your product, we love Anthony Hopkins, we really do. I'm not sure that's the best endorsement for a women's sort of facial product, and I'm here to tell you, I don't care what she says is in this, the polyamides, ceramides infused with collagen, there are probably microplastics in there, okay, not to sound like some, California liberal, because I'm not, but there are probably some microplastics in there that you are resting on your porous skin for hours and hours and hours. And I will also tell you this, Kim Kardashian wants women to go out and spend $48 on these ridiculous wraps because maybe their faces will look like hers, maybe their jaws will look like hers, maybe their skin will look like Kim Kardashian. Well, let me tell you, Kim Kardashian is probably spending millions of dollars on lasers, on filler, on Botox, on getting neck lifts and facelifts and all types of treatments, blood facials, things that we probably couldn't get in our wildest dreams. But she wants you to believe if you buy this ridiculous face wrap, and we'll put it back up on the screen, she wants you to believe if you buy that ridiculous face wrap, you are going to look like her. I'm here to tell you, That is not the case, okay? They need to come with a warning on these face wraps. You can buy all of the face wraps you want. You can walk around town looking like a crazy person with this on. You're not gonna look like Kim Kardashian, okay? I'm here to tell you, Kim Kardashian's face, in my opinion, because I don't want to get sued, it's not God-given. Okay, it's not God-given. It's given by probably Dr., so-and-so, whatever, in Beverly Hills, California. That's who it's from. But it is not God-given, Kim Kardashian's face. And so you can go out and buy all the freaking skin wraps you want. You're not gonna look like that, okay? Oh, what's that guy? Dr. Orion, Dr. Simon Orion, okay, in Beverly Hills. That's who I was thinking of. You can go to all these doctors. Guess what? That's how you get the Kim Kardashian face, in my opinion. It's not buying this ridiculous wrap. I'm also here to tell you, I don't think this can be good for you. Like, what about your circulation to your brain? What about to your skull? I mean, maybe the Kardashians don't care about that. They're not in Mensa, but I would be worried about getting the circulation to my brain. And I will circle back to what I said earlier. When Hannibal Lecter is endorsing your product, I don't think that's a good thing, Kim Kardashian. It's great that you sold out. We will see if you have repeat customers. That's really a telltale sign if a brand is doing well. If you have repeat customers, maybe it's a good product, but for now, absolutely freaking not. But we also have to talk about another woman, okay? And that is none other than Halle Berry. We're moving through these topics, okay? We don't want y'all to get bored. We have to talk about Halle Berry because this clip has gone viral of her ex-husband discussing what their relationship was like and why it didn't work out. Let's take a look at that.
It really wasn't a lot of negative attention until I decided to leave her in 1996. I remember Halle saying to me, hey, she asked me to marry her after knowing me for 5 months. So I'm looking at my mom, and I'm a Midwest guy. So in my mind, I'm thinking a wife at that time should cook, clean.
Traditional.
And then I'm thinking, okay, if we have kids, is this the woman I want to have kids with and build a family with? And at that time, as a young guy, she don't cook, don't clean, don't really seem like motherly.
Okay, so this is former MLB star. His name is David Justice. You guys, I would not know that if we did not do our research. But the reason this clip is going so viral is because, yes, some women, they dream of taking care of a home, having a kid, settling down, having the nuclear family. Of course, I talk about that all the time. We need to be promoting the nuclear family more in this country. But if you marry Halle Berry, an Oscar-winning actress making gazillions of dollars a picture, you think she's gonna come home and cook for you every night? No. Get yourself a Chef Boyardee and get your ass in the kitchen, or use a credit card and order some food. Or you seem to make a good living yourself. You're a freaking MLB star. Why don't you order your own food? You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to cage this woman whose bird needs to fly free, not to sound like Mel Robbins up in here, that quack, but she needs to fly free and thrive in her career. And you're mad that she's not cooking and cleaning? You're mad that Halle Berry isn't at home cooking and cleaning for you? Okay, you knew what you were getting when you married a Hollywood actress, a rising starlet. So you have to know who you're going into a relationship with, and you have to have these conversations before you walk down the aisle. Millions of men in this country right now, they want to find a woman, have kids, have faith and family in their lives, as they should. But if you don't discuss those things before going down the aisle, you're an idiot. You are a fool and a clown. This is some buffoonery and tomfoolery. Before the rings are even exchanged, before there's a proposal, you should have these discussions in the first few months of a relationship. I think you should have some of these discussions on the first date, okay? TikTok, we don't have a lot of time to waste. We might get hit by a freaking meteor, okay? So on the first date, when you go in, you should ask the person you're on a date with, where do you stand with religion? Where do you stand with a household, taking care of a household? Do you cook? Do you like to clean? If you're looking for those specific things, why are you just now that you're moving in together and you're fully married and you've exchanged vows, why are you just now acting surprised by all this? You need to come in. This is my relationship advice. Come in on the first date, or at least in those first few weeks, maybe first few months if you got time to kill. But you need to have those discussions then, because if you're coming in after the wedding and acting shocked, you only have yourself to blame. And you can't marry Halle Berry and then be surprised that she's not cooking and cleaning for you every night. Okay, she's building a career. You know what I'm saying? She's worth millions and millions of dollars. She can probably get a private chef. So if that's something you need to feel like a man, if you need a woman to prepare a meal for you at the end of the day, that's fine if that's what you need. But you should go find someone who can provide that, and you should have been having these conversations way ahead of time. You should have been having these conversations before you got married and moved in together. And I am shocked, actually, how many couples, and I see this with my friends too, as they're getting married and getting engaged and settling down, they'll get engaged, they'll move in together, and then they'll realize one wants kids and one doesn't. Wasn't that a conversation you should have had before you moved in together? Isn't that something you should have talked about early on at this point? Are we all shy little wallflowers? I come in on a first date, I'm like, here's what I want, here's what I'm into, here's what I'm expecting. If it can't meet all this, peace, see you later. You got to come in and tell people exactly what you want. You're getting engaged and moving in together and then saying, oh, you want kids? I don't want kids. I don't want kids right now. Why wasn't that discussed? Why wasn't that discussed ahead of time? So I think that's why this clip has gone so viral and galvanized millions of women to come out and write and tweet and post on Facebook and Instagram about this, because you got to know who you're getting into a relationship with. Nothing wrong with having a woman who wants to cook and clean and take care of the household. It's a beautiful thing, and have faith and family and everything that comes along with it. But there's some women that don't want that, and you should have that discussion and know what you're getting yourself into. And Halle Berry, for him to try and blame her and say she didn't cook for me, she didn't clean for me, she didn't take care of the house like my mom did. I saw my mom doing this. Why is Halle Berry not doing this? Probably because she's Halle Berry, you dingbat, you little bird brain. Probably because she's Halle Berry. So go back to the drawing board. We wish you well, sir. And the fact that you're still whining about your relationship with Halle Berry from 20, 30 years ago tells us you haven't moved on and you're a little bit of a beta male. You guys know I am always on the go and in different time zones. Sometimes I need help getting to sleep fast and getting a good night's sleep. That's when I found Beam's Dream Powder. Beam is proudly founded in America and run by people who share our values: hard work, integrity, and delivering results. It's a healthy nighttime blend packed with science-backed ingredients shown to improve sleep so you can wake up refreshed and ready to take on the day. Dream is made with a powerful blend of all natural ingredients: reishi, magnesium, L-theanine, apigenin, and melatonin. If you can pronounce that stuff, good for you. Dream is made right here in America, supporting jobs, quality, and the principles we stand for. No shortcuts, no junk, just science-backed ingredients that help you fall asleep and stay asleep and wake up ready to produce results. Plus, it comes in some amazing flavors. Beam is giving us the ultimate Patriot discount of up to 40% off. Try their best-selling Dream Powder and get up to 40% off for a limited time. Go to shopbeam.com/link and use code LINK at checkout. That's shopbeam.com/link and use code LINK for up to 40% off. Sleep better, wake up stronger, and show up ready for your family, your work, and your country. Because when you're well rested, you're unstoppable, and this country needs more people like that.